Thank you. Yes, my name is John Russell. The company is ICEX Group, and we provide end-to-end IT hardware services. So what our marketing department call that, they call us a STAR, which is Secure Technology Assets, Revival and Relocation. So to break those, I mean, of the 7 services, there are 2 that are key. One is the relocation, that's IT moves. So we will, for our clients, imagine your desk will record where the phone is, where the mouse is, where the arm is, that sort of thing. Decommission it, pack it all up, move it securely so the data's all safe to the new location, and set it up the same as it was before. So people go home on a Friday, come in on a Monday, it's exactly the same, just a different location. And we can do that with the desks, with the server rooms, data centres, etc. The other part is the revival side, which is the bit we like best. Same sort of thing, except we're clearing old equipment away, redundant equipment that's no longer needed. The important part is the security of the data, so we'll collect redundant equipment, decommission it all, take it back to our site in Witham, not too far from here, and destroy all the data. And we can do that by either shredding the hard drives, crunching them up into bits that big, or we overwrite it and wipe it, which is what we prefer to do. That's what's best for the environment, because then we can reuse it. In fact, that's the important part, because our passion is for reuse. We want to make available as much equipment as possible, rather than having to destroy it. So as a representation, if you look at where our revenues come from, 75% of it is the equipment we resell, and only 5% comes from the equipment we have to recycle. So although it's sometimes called the business secure IT recycling, we don't like recycling, because that's the bottom end part. For those of you that are good at maths, there's another 20% there in the middle, and that covers the extra services. So we can do on-site hard drive shredding. So some of our customers require a bit more security. They like to see the hard drives actually being shredded on their site. So if the machine's that way, it just fits through a doorway, it's sort of that wide, and very noisy. But they can watch their machines being destroyed. So I said about our passion being the reuse part. We've set an overarching goal to make available 1 million items of reused technology by the end of the decade. So we've got a little way to go, but to achieve that, we're targeting larger customers from a marketing point of view. So we've got customers of people like banks, hospitals, local authorities, and universities. Imagine hospitals got 10,000 PCs in it. So if they're refreshing every 3 years, that means we've got 3,500 PCs a year coming out to service. So what we're doing at the moment is about 6,000 assets a month at our Witham site. So clearly we've got a long way to go to get to that 1 million by the end of the decade. I said about the big clients, but it's not only big clients. It's, we'll service a one-man band that just needs to get rid of a photocopier, all the way up to that hospital with 10,000 PCs. The way we operate is, so when we get that call from a telephone call, chat, email, whatever, that someone places an order, one of our client advisors will walk the prospect or the client through the risk of data, GDPR, and cost, and arrive at the right solution for them. We then give timed and named collections, so you can guarantee when people are handing over their data, it's all legitimate, and everything's covered to the highest level of security. And then that's followed up once we've processed the equipment, either by destroying the hard drives or whatever, going through all the testing and resale if possible. We'll provide certificates of destruction and inventory, so that the client can see what's happened to their equipment, whether it's been recycled or reused, or where it's gone. And for the bigger clients, they also get social impact and environmental reporting. So, for example, we can tell someone how much CO2 has been saved because their equipment has been reused, rather than having to be remanufactured. One of our clients even likes planting trees, so we can say this is how many tonnes of CO2, and that was equivalent to so many 100 trees being planted. So what we're doing in the next year. So already, because you can see the sustainability and environmental aspects is so important to us. We're already signed up to the UN Global Compact for environmental and social reporting. Next year, we want to become a B Corp. So I know there are a couple of companies on the estate that have already done that. So we've put it in our budget, we're going to do it, but if anyone else around has already done it, I'd love to talk to them to find out what the pitfalls are. And the other thing is, to get to our target of 1 million assets that we're affordable technology that we're making available, we need to get a bigger geographic coverage. So we're looking at starting up some joint ventures. We're already talking about one in Ireland, so others. So if anyone has gone down the route of joint ventures, and either successful or otherwise, I'd still like to know what the pros and cons are. So that's it from me. Thank you very much.